Wait, what does that mean? What does that even mean? No, that's all I can say. Goodbye, Lina. Una swept out of the car. She didn't zig and zag randomly like before, but walked briskly in a straight line, getting away fast. I had the passphrase. It was time to see Savy. My emotions aren't mine. I don't get it, exactly. My favorite of all adjacent Linas. Oh, thank you. That's actually super fucking sweet. Pilgrims crossed airless Saharas. Should I even trust her? Like, really? I don't know. I don't know. It ain't that steep. It's quite steep, but it's not that steep. And it's the best I'm gonna get probably where I am. Alright. We want to go... Oh, I wanna go see my buddy. I'll go see my buddy, Gideon. I pulled up to Gideon's pin. No way. It was a sushi ape. We went to the one in Cactus Flats for my 10th birthday. I remember the animatronic ape short-circuited during the big birthday song. Its head had sparked off its body and dangled by a single wire at its chest, still singing, and I'd had the cake knife in my hand. Best birthday ever. Yay, she's out of it! Yay, I'm so happy. There she was, Gideon de Kalb in the flesh, literally. Was there ever a more perfect time to say that? I'm never going to another party ever again. Gideon, how are you? Tonight sucked. What happened? Sally made me go to a birthday party is what happened. I don't know, kids are weird I guess? I don't know how to explain it. I can tell they think I'm weird, and yeah, like when I was in the suit I was weird. But I look normal now and I still think they don't like me. They talk about all this stuff that I don't understand. And I'm like, explain everything you're talking about because I've lived in literally a bubble my whole life. So nobody really talked to me all night. When I wanted to make friends, I told them things about myself. You don't think I tried that? I talked all about myself. You know, my activism, all the socialist and Antifa stuff. Grassroots, door-to-door stuff. Also, I grew up with a lot of the big philanthropists in LO, so I can take meetings with them or whatever. We're fighting hard against Sophie's law, but Capra has deep pockets, to say the least. I'm meeting with a potential donor tomorrow so we can fund a legal challenge if it passes. And voter registration is huge for us right now. You don't even know some of the shit people pull. You gotta know your rights, now more than ever. Sounds important. It is, but they didn't seem to think so. I don't know, what am I supposed to like? If I was normal, what would I be into? If I was normal, time for some real talk. Hold up, Gideon, who wants to be normal? I do. That's such an annoying thing for you to say because you're normal. Oh kid, you don't even know. I was stuck in that suit for so long and I didn't get to hang out or have friends. I thought getting out of it would make me normal, but Yancy thought that she could buy that suit, forget about me, and then drink all the wine she wanted. She thought that was being a parent. The only stuff she ever seriously talked to me about was stupid shit like making sure to invest early in corporate personhood and... Jesus fucking Christ, I just don't want to be a freak anymore. What am I supposed to do? Seriously, I am seriously asking you. The poor kid was so vulnerable, I really had to be careful with what I said next. Getting out of the suit is a chance for you to start over, be anyone you want. That got her attention. Your past doesn't have to define you. Be the Gideon you want to see in the world. I used to have that quote on the door to my closet. If you want to be a regular kid, you gotta say goodbye to your past. You got rid of the suit, maybe let the money go too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the right thing is, you know? Kid, nobody does. Everyone is just making it up as they go along. Even you. Even me. Well, you seem okay. I remembered Aunt Sally's place from last time. Okay. See you around, I guess. Hope so. Well, if you're serious, you should come over for dinner. Sally will cook and you and I can have wine and sit in the living room and talk. You drink wine. Bye, Lina! With little human legs, she ran up the steps to her aunt's house, her hoodie bouncing in the breeze. Out of that suit, she really did seem taller. What a good girl. Best Neo cab driver I've ever had. Thank you, Gideon. You're the best. Yeah, I don't feel like I really deserved a good tip on that one. I feel like I could have done better. It was well after midnight and I'd met my ride quota. I checked my field grid, deep yellow. I needed to find out what was going on with Savy. I needed her help if I could. I had what Savy asked for. It was time to find out what this was all about. Hey, no, let me do another ride. I haven't met my quota, actually. Oh no, I can... Wait, Savy's location. I can just go to her, but I can also just pick up someone else. If I wanted to. What should I do? I don't actually know what I should do. I could go pick up the worm guy. I think... Should we make her fucking wait? Let's make her fucking wait. I want to make her wait. Aganon looked as gloomy as ever as he dropped into the back seat. I was about to ask him about it, but I remembered my last ride with him. Hail the pain worm. Hail Meta Warpian. I'm glad to see you again, Aganon. Seriously, how's your night going? To tell you the truth, I'm mostly tired. What's got you so exhausted? I started the Los Ojos chapter of the cult of Meta Warpian. Did I tell you that already? Well, it's growing fast. 12 neophytes just this month. I told them each to bring a friend, but I didn't really expect them to. Now their friends are bringing friends. We need a bigger meeting place. All sorrows to Meta Warpian, may it rise. Is what I guess you will say. Are you sure you're not among the initiated in the sorrow? Not officially. Well, at any rate, I can barely keep up. What's the hardest part? Where do I begin? Meta Warpian's message has taken a deep hold in Los Ojos. Wormed its way in. Wordplay is a breakdown of traditional etymological barriers. It pleases Meta Warpian. Okay. But I digress. I thought there might be too much competition here. What with the current political unrest, the Radix blobs materializing in the streets. I think you mean Radix swarm. Yes, now that's a cult. Alo is just the right kind of town, the right kind of weird. I will admit that the city's denizens seem to take the idea of a subterranean worm god in stride. Really, very much in stride. Tonight I'm distributing brochures at deadweight gyms. I have to look at a few new meeting places. Then I have 3 different consultations with acolytes. They're advancing through the ranks so quickly. This one, Todd, he's almost on volume 6 of the Book of Hunger and Hardship. I don't even have volume 6. I'm going to have to ask Agonizer Portaccio from Seattle to send it. So the problem is that you're too busy? Well, no, not exactly. I don't know if these teachings would work in Los Ojos. I took a risk, and they did work, and now his voice shrunk to the tiniest peep. I feel good about it. I bit my tongue. Speak of this to no one. None of my neophytes must know. When I feel good, I deny the pain worm its sustenance. So, just to get this straight, you feel bad about feeling good, about helping other people feel bad. That's a bit of an oversimplification of my path through Meta Warpian's great quivering heart, but yes, more or less. Do you mind if I say something direct? Of course, if you're about to say something that makes me feel bad, thank you in advance. You're being ridiculous. That stings, yes. Hey, I'm not just trying to... Aganon, please. Do you know how many people in this world, in this city, would love to feel what you're feeling? Like they're on the right track? Like what they're trying to do is working out even better than they'd hoped. you've got that feeling, and if you try and quash it or pretend it doesn't matter, well, you're just fooling yourself. I see. Are you one of those people? Things are definitely not working out as I thought, no. It doesn't matter, but I'd love to feel what you're feeling. He was quiet. Well, I do feel worse now, so thank you. Oh, you feel worse. I didn't mean to. No, truly, thank you. And I'm sorry you feel you're on the wrong track. Aganon looked out the window as we approached a dark building that looked like it'd been a diner at some point. I didn't see too many signs of old LO between all the shiny new construction. We're here. Perhaps I can use this building as a meeting space. You're invited, of course. Or I can leave a brochure. Thanks, Aganon. The air still had that stale French fry smell. It was kind of nice to see the past peeking out. Nice and also a little sad. Let's see what star rating we got. 3? That's just mean. I felt the presence of the pain worm in this cab. Well, he gave me a little bit of a tip though. He's a very curious one. He's a very curious one. It was well after midnight and I'd met my ride quota. I checked my free grid white. I needed to find out what was going on with Savy. I needed to help find her if I could. I heard what Savy asked for, blah blah blah. Alright, is this like the last thing that I can do today, or can I meet more people? No, I can see more people. I don't really want to go to Aganon again though. I should probably just go, right? Should probably just go. I don't know what's gonna happen if I don't go. Alright, so this was where she'd been all along, a lonely shipping container set apart from the sea of clones. A cloud of sage incense hit me the moment I cracked the door. That smell took me back to when we first became friends, sitting cross-legged in Savy's bedroom, whispering about her parents and drinking wine she took from work. Instant time warp. El Bunny. You found me. You told time you'd been inside a shipping container? Gross, I know, but it was the safest place to hide out. It's double shielded, even they can't track me in here. Plus, look how cute I made it. It's definitely you. Did it work? Did you get the passphrase? She smiled at me and her field grid glowed like a small sun on her face. It was so good to see her. I just needed a few answers first. Yes, but can I ask you something? Why did you give me this field grid? Why did you give me... Lina, it would take too long to explain. The answers are in those files, I promise. Thank you so much for getting the passphrase, by the way. Can you tell it to me now so we can get to work? She was avoiding my question, but honestly, with Capra, she probably had a point about it being super complicated. At least tell me why you slashed your stolen docs with me. I had no choice. Plus, I knew no one would suspect you. You just got here and you drive Neocab. You're practically a ghost. Don't get upset. I just meant I knew you'd be fine. And you are, right? Maybe I've been better. I know, and trust me, same. This is so not what I pictured when I asked you to move in with me, but I'm gonna make it up to you. I promise. Let's at least have a look at what we got, shall we? Can't hurt to take a peek. Yes, let me see if my laptop is still paired to that thing. My field grid buzzed as she connected to its onboard storage. It figured she'd still have access since she'd hid those files there in the first place. Hey, Athena, unpack Charlie_Elliot.dat. This file is encrypted. Please say or enter the passphrase. You got me the magic word, so it's only fair you do the honors, right? Are you sure we want to do this? More than I've ever been about anything. Hey, Athena, the passphrase is Pilgrims Crossed Airless Saharas. What's it doing? It's totally working. Oh, Capri, you're so fucked. My palms got sweaty as soon as I saw it, a massive trove of chat logs, docs, schematics. All watermarked Capra Confidential in block letters. Whoa. You sure we'll find a smoking gun in there? Like a million smoking guns. Did Charlie tell you what he does? No, he said it was a secret. But he definitely kept talking about how he couldn't talk about it. Exactly, he's in a circle. Capra's up to some shady shit, I just know it. I've had my share of revenge fantasies about Capra, but now that we were actually doing something, I felt like we were going too far. Gotcha. What'd you find? Shit, never mind. Blah blah, meeting notes, reports. Come on, I know you've got dirt in here, Charlie. Wait, you stole this thing without knowing there was anything bad on it? I mean, I didn't have specifics. Dude was way too squirrely not to be hiding some serious shit. I've just got to find something big enough to be a whistleblower, not just like a criminal. She was taking a huge risk for something she wasn't sure about. I'm just seeing offshore accounts, golden parachutes for executive harassers, forged safety reports. Just run-of-the-mill corporate stuff. Trust me, we need something juicier, something we can use. She had a point. The only way out of this was to find something big enough to justify the whole property theft thing. There was owner's weird message. Or what would Gideon do with a cache of internal Capra files? What about trust fund maggots? What did you just say? The van thing we did. What made you think of that? She was looking at me so closely it felt like the air around us went cold. Nothing, never mind. No, you're right. We fought back then, and we can fight back now. Someone has to, you know? Hey, Athena, search Sophie Lemieux. Lemieux? I don't know how to say that. Yes, brilliant. Oh my god, are you seeing this? Documents spilled into the holospace in front of Savy. If even one of them had something big. Pay dirt. Look, a report from Charlie, some pilot program called Project Sophie. No way that's not shady, right? Whoa. Lina. I remembered what Gideon said about her mum's fundraiser. Was Capra using Sophie as a PR prop from the beginning? I knew Capra would do anything to make sure Sophie's law passed, but this is cynical even for them. This is so fucked. Wait, what's it say? Capra acquired Fieldgrid a year ago. Total self-acquisition, no public knowledge. Are you serious? They've been harvesting my emotional data this entire time. Yours, mine, all in real time. A live diary of how we feel in our bones, streaming to the highest bidder. That is gross. That's not even the half of it. Listen to this bit. Emotional primming. Each ad unit is customized to the viewer's current state, from passing billboards to space overlays to the backseat of every Capra car. Some sellers will want to target customers in negative or vulnerable states, while others cater to a relaxed or even an elated consumer profile. Blue users respond most strongly to commercial messaging for alcohol, junk food, or VR escorts. Status items and vacation packages if we're yellow, of fucking course. What about red? Ads for security systems and political campaigns are most effective when tuned to the red end of the spectrum. Which brings us to Project Sophie, their pilot program in electioneering. Wait, what? Listen to this. Our generative advertorial network creates customized images, slogans, and even full campaigns, so that we can go proactively steer individuals into the desired effective state. So they can push us into whatever color suits them. More or less, they're neutral net experiments on you until it knows your most reliable triggers. It's factored into their whole network, billboards, music, even the ambient light timbre of a Capra capsule. I thought of the sea of blue field grids from the vigil and how Liam said Capra was handing them out, which means whenever you pick up your phone or when you're taking that Capra car to your polling place, they're already priming me. Every article I read, every song I hear, every sign I pass. So when you're casting that vote, they'll have you exactly where they want you. How do they want me? Depends, could be angry or scared, blissed out or pacified. Whatever moves you into their voting block. It all made a terrible kind of sense. This crosses a line, right? This is automated psychological manipulation. Election laws too. They've made every tiny micro-advert an undeclared political message. And we've got the receipts. We've got the receipts. This is what we use to steal the final news cycle back from Capra. We leak this and it floods the zone. The vote is crazy close right now. If we wake up a few thousand pro-Capra sheeple, or convince them to stay home, then boom. Capra's brand gets 2 black eyes and their car ban is dead in LO, probably everywhere. I could see it all playing out in my head. Savy might just get away with it, Sophie's law would fail, and the world would see how Capra abused their power. Maybe they'd even lose some of it. Now we just leak it to your contact, sit back and watch. You should text them now. Which contact? The one who gave you the password. She's like some ex-Capra whiz, right? Unless you know someone better. I racked my memory of packs, but no, something was bothering me. How did you know about Una? You told me about her, or maybe I heard her name around Capra. She used to work with them, right? No, she's ex-Capra for sure. Look, don't worry about it. Just say it was an anonymous courier job. NeoCab does those, right? No one will ever know it was us. Are you with me or not? Give me a sec to think. Capra had made my life a nightmare, and the idea of them getting even more power through Sophie's law made my stomach turn. And that Savy and I, after all we'd been through, that we'd be the ones to stop them. Her eyes jumped to my feel grid. See? It feels good to fight back sometimes. It really does. Oh yeah, I knew coming to LO would be good for you. This might be our last shot to stop them, honestly. Sophie's law hands Capra a monopoly on our streets, and Los Ojos is just a prototype. The car ban will go national, then global, and Capra cars fill the void. Can't imagine a world where it's illegal to drive. No more open road, no more going off-grid. I guess it's one more thing for Capra to take from me. Think bigger, Lina. With the global transport network and the field grid, they'll have a real-time map of humanity, inside and out. This is our only chance to stop them. I just want to know the specifics. I just want to know the specifics of this plan before we go through it, okay? So we just make sure we give the files to someone with a following, an influencer. As long as they've got a following and they are anti-Capra enough to take the heat. Then Sophie's law goes down and Capra doesn't get total control of everyone. At least not right now. I knew Savy was right, we had to let the public know. It was the chance of a lifetime, I guess. To take the stacked deck and reshuffle the cards in our favour just this once. There was just one major problem. Your face is still plastered on every billboard in the city. How are you going to make the handoff? My luck has taken me this far. You know you're not safe out there. It'll be fine, I'm willing to risk it, we just need to move quickly. Savy, you aren't listening. I said I'm willing to risk it. You're taking a risk with both of our lives, Saviest. Wait, what are you trying to say? You're on your own, Savy. I'm going solo, I'll make the drop-off, you stay here. You'll be safe, I'll be safe. Radix wins, everyone wins. You want to do this without me? This isn't your fight, Lina. But you can let me help, just for the last leg, right? Great plan, girl. You go and make history. I'll just twirl my thumbs in this tin can. It's the only way. I don't know why you're being like this, but even if I thought you were doing this for the right reasons, and not just trying to grab the glory, I'm not sure I trust you to pull it off without me. Are you trying to make me feel like shit? I'm not. I'm just being my honest self with you. How would we ever get as close as we used to be if I can't be honest with you? It's like... You're like the least selfish person I know, and I was hoping we could do this together. I mean, after everything I've done for you, just give me this, okay? This could go really, really badly for both of us. Sorry, what has she done for me? Then why are you here? I was worried sick about you. Is this about Capra, or is this... This was my idea to bring Radix to the next level, you know? No offense, but you, just got to LO, and I've been working my way up for months. So I just need to do this my way, and then I can bring you in, okay? She wasn't going to budge. I knew from years of watching people get pushed in and out of our little circle, Savy always got her way. I remembered Una's final confusing message to me, and the weird look Savy got on her face when I brought it up. Hey Athena, search trust fund maggots. A new folder flew open on her holospace. At first, all I saw was my name over and over in the files. Then there were others I recognized. Liam, Ali, Una, even Klaus and Marek. Please tell me this isn't what it looks like. It was just to keep you safe. When I said I'd always have your back, I meant it. As soon as my field grid pulsed white, a new file appeared in the folder with a sick ping sound. Yeah, field grids have a back door pretty wide open. Charlie showed me even more undocumented API. How could you? You gave me this so you could spy on me. No, not at all. I just thought it'd help you. When I stashed the file on it, I needed to make sure you were safe, so I could signal someone to come get it. Or tell a swarm where to find you if Capra was getting too close. I haven't even listened to anything, I swear. I had to see for myself. Hey, Athena. Seriously, are we doing this now? Play audio, Liam. Do you think I could send you the picture? You can tell me what you think. You can share it, but it's a blah, blah, blah. The blood rushed out of my face. I felt my knees wobble like I was going to be sick or pass out. My heart broke at the betrayal. I don't understand why you do this to me. Do you even understand what a huge violation this is? Oh god, don't give me the sad puppy thing over this. You have nothing to worry about. It was just to keep tabs on the file. I swear I haven't even looked at what it recorded. So now it's time, we'll leak the Capra files and go get a drink, okay? You don't get it, do you? I'm doing this by myself. You ditched me and then spied on me for days. Why would I go anywhere with you? All by yourself, huh? That's not happening. I've worked way too hard just to let you walk out of here without me. You're the one that's been transporting stolen docs for days, remember? And who knows what else is in those recordings. Don't make me turn you in. So everything had come down to this, finding out my best friend had betrayed me and then having to fight her just to be able to walk away. How was her field grid still a calm green while mine glowed blue? Why was I the one who felt like walking into the ocean? Would you really turn me in, just like that? It's not like I want to. Come on, this isn't us, we're better than this. And this isn't you trying to sabotage me. I know you're better than this because I know you better than you know yourself, girl. You know what I mean? I knew exactly. She knew all my secrets, all my fears. Even before she spied on me, she knew exactly how to hurt me. But then again, I knew the same things about her, didn't I? If she was going to throw anything she could get at me, maybe I had to do the same, or at least try and get her to see the truth about how she treated me. It'd make her mad, and it might just make her give up. I forced myself to take a deep, centering breath. The smallest smirk flickered across her face, still lit in the green glow. Lina, it's time to grow up. Stop being a meek little flower. Because right now your fear is keeping you from getting what you deserve. I saw the way you tucked your tail whenever the cops harassed you. You've got rights, you know, but you just went along with whatever they said. You even gave them your hard-earned coin for a Friends with the LOPD sticker. What a joke. So she has been listening. What a twat. It's so sad that you're still scared of what people think of you or what might go wrong. When will you learn that sometimes following the rules just hurts people? It's easy to be brave when you've had everything handed to you. You've never had to deal with real consequences in your life. Maybe we should do this stupid mission just so you can see that the rules actually do apply to you. Attacking her made me feel sick to my stomach. What were we even doing right now? I took a deep breath. This was my opening. If I could push back, it might end this. You're lecturing me about how to talk to the police? Think about it for a second, Savy. How many random traffic stops do you think I've had since I got to this border town? I'm so sorry, Chica, and you know I'm here for you. Save it, Savy. Every one of those stops was a chance for my life to go off the rails. Sorry if my hustle isn't badass enough for you. I could tell she was getting started, but I already felt like I was losing, letting her jab get to me. This was a new feeling. Savy was the one that was starting to lose her cool. Savy scowled at me, daggers in her eyes. You know, you've never really cared about anyone but yourself. Maybe it's because you're an only child or something. But you're not in this world alone, Lina. You rely on others too. That hot doctor, what's his name? Oh, Carlos. You couldn't even spare a couple bucks for his free clinic. After he spent his time helping you instead of some poor, uninsured kid. It's all just about you, isn't it? You're so selfish. Does all I've done this week mean anything to you? After everything I did, how I helped you? I can't believe you just throw that all away. Why was I trying to make her see value in me? Why was I fighting to keep her in my life when she treated me so terribly? I had to figure out a way to get through to her. Selfish is ditching... Oh, okay. She's not gonna say that. Fighting like this is pointless. Whatever. I knew there was no way she was going to stop piling it on now. I could almost feel her combing through our past to find her next attack. I was losing. I had to find a way to pull myself out of her traps or make her mad enough to back off. This was a new feeling, blah blah blah. This is exactly why I left you in Cactus Flats. Your emotions are out of control. I get that you're sensitive and all this deep feeling stuff, but you've got to toughen up and rein it in, girl. It's like constantly walking on eggshells around you. You didn't even defend me when Azul was talking trash. Guess you don't mind when someone sells out your best friend. Meanwhile, I was in danger and risking my life for the cause. Some loyalty. You're so volatile. You must scare half your packs off for good. I don't know what to say. Yeah, don't blame me for the reactions you've caused. You betrayed me. I'm upset. Try taking a little emotional responsibility for the havoc you wrecked in my life this week. Gee, you've had it so hard. You should start a charity. Savy wasn't used to people pushing back. It felt good and I could tell it was getting to her. Okay, I had to figure out a way to get through to her. I'm volatile. A few days ago you asked me to move here and be with you. Okay, she doesn't say. This isn't why I came here. Whatever. She was running out of steam, struggling to find one last barb she could throw at me. Whatever she came up with, I knew it was going to be desperate and mean. I braced for impact. I wasn't sure if I was going to scream or keep it together. This was a new feeling. Savy was the one that was starting to lose her cool. Savy's eyes narrowed. I could tell she was fuming. You know what the shittiest part of all this is? It's the moment I let you out of my sight, you'll undermine me. You pretend you're so innocent and sweet, but you'll do something bad as long as you know you won't get caught. That's basically lying. You're a fraud. At least I'm always real with you. You claim you hate Capra, but you went home with them. How did I go home with them? I'm very confused. I never said I was perfect, and I always have the right to say what's too far for me. Aren't you the one who's always talking about boundaries? My boundaries, which you clearly don't give a shit about. I was staying centered somehow. I had to figure out a way to get through to her. I don't know what you're trying to prove. This was a new feeling, and she's losing her cool. I'd never seen her this angry before. Her mouth was a thin line and her eyes glared fire at me. She'd said things she could never take back. So had I, and I already regretted every word. I felt small, like I was only as big as the aching hole in my chest. Had our entire friendship been a lie? I willed myself not to cry in front of her, but looking at her was like looking in a mirror. Oh, sweetie, I'm sorry. This isn't us. Why are we fighting? Because you're... No! This is so stupid! I don't even know anymore. Can we just stop? Can we just, start this whole week over? It's too much. I didn't mean to hurt you, Bun. You're right, I'm just worked up from living on takeout and no sunshine for a week. Let's just do this thing and put it behind us, okay? I remembered all the times Savy had been there for me in the past. How many times have I cried in front of her? More than I'd like to admit, and she'd pulled me through every time. Maybe I'd lost this fight with her, but she was more important. I'm so tired, is there no other way? Did I fuck up? Okay, let's just get this over with. So, what do you say? Are we in this together? Will you do this one last thing for me? I hate this. Fine, Savy, you win, we'll do it your way. Like always. And here I could count on you. I couldn't fight anymore, I was exhausted. Let's go change the world, shall we? Together, like it should be. Leaking was the right move, but with the most wanted woman in Los Ojos along for the ride? No problem, this is cool. Is there literally nothing I could do? Alright, I need to start a new video. I'll see you in the next one, bye.